Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, ESPN kind of buries WWE.
Insane ticket prices have been announced for WrestleMania 42.
We have a major Vince McMahon-esque last-minute booking change at Wrestlepalooza.
And the Kabuki Warriors betray Io Sky in the main event of Raw. I'm Adam Wilborn.
That was very rude of them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm Andy H. Murray. What does the H stand for? Hormunculus.
Ooh.
There you go.
And this is the news.
All right, let's begin. A lot of WWE PR's not had a good week, have they? Chris Legentle's got a lot of work to do here. Let's talk about this ESPN thing. It's funny. It's just funny more than anything else.
Not quite the second WrestleMania I was told it was going to evolve into WrestleMania.
Yeah. I mean, I thought the show, for the level of star power that was on the card, was pretty underwhelming.
That's perfectly the way I've put it on the review as well, underwhelming.
It had Cody, it had John Cena, it had like an Io Sky, Steph Vaquer match. It had a lot of big names and potentially good stuff. Did fall flat, in my opinion, and also in the opinion of ESPN's reviewer, Andreas Hale.
It's your show.
Who gave the show a Z. No, he didn't. He didn't give it a Z. What
Jesus.
am I talking about? It's like the worst thing I've ever seen. No, he gave it a C grade in his review. Now, so caveats, right? ESPN has been reviewing WWE shows for ages. However, the two sides are now partners, so it's interesting to see a C grade pop up on the website. Like, can you imagine if HBO just started reviewing AEW shows now that they're on Max and went, this all out, that was a D, actually. Yeah. So, we're HBO. Here's what he said Andreas did. I feel really sorry for his Twitter mention. He's just, look, no fault on Andreas, by the way. He's just doing his job.
Yeah.
Right? It's not his fault. It's just
it's
funny.
It's a lot of pressure to suddenly come on you. What do you mean it's our show now?
Yeah. It's just kind of funny. So he said, and he's reviewed it honestly, right? He said, the excellent Vaquer versus Sky match saved this show from being truly average. It was a phenomenal display inside the squared circle. Everything else was either underwhelming, the short Rhodes-McIntyre match, I didn't think that match was too short, personally, or a setup for a future match, Lesnar dominating Cena. For a card that promised to have epic moments, it fell a little short of expectations. I actually think that most of that's quite fair.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of individual match grades, he gave Vaquer versus Sky B+. That was the highest on the show. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, it didn't hit the ceiling. It was very good, but it wasn't epic bacon, as you might say on the internet 15 years ago. Every other match got a C, apart from Cena versus Lesnar, which was a C-. Yeah, some people would have given that an F.
I was going to say, that's a generous grade.
Yeah, a lot of people hated that thing, so there you go.
Nothing happened.
Just
hit finishes and then...
It was just kind of like, you know what Cena Lesnar was? It was like a diet version of their SummerSlam match from 2014, which was awesome. They just kind of totally toned it down and it was weird. And a lot
even
of people
F5, one of those kids that came out with Cena, that would have been better.
I know, like just a row of kids getting F5'd. Don't want that, obviously. They might get hurt. Look, ESPN, this was the first pay-per-view on ESPN's platform. So it's interesting because ESPN, as soon as this deal was announced, they deleted their AEW coverage, basically, right? But the WWE coverage is still there. And it's kind of going, hey, this show kind of sucked.
Yeah.
It's a weird situation.
I think it's a fair assessment for Wrestlepalooza. If you watch the review that me and Hamlet did yesterday, you know, we are fans of WWE, and both of us went, oh, it's a bit disappointing, that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, even if you just take it, and it's all subjective, obviously, but I think it's fair to say, like, the general consensus appears to be this as well. I didn't sense when we were doing it that a lot of people were like, what show were you guys watching?
This was an incredible show.
Yeah, I'd say, like, I was impressed by 2 of the 5 matches. One of them was just because it's AJ Lee stepping back there after 10 years and Becky Lynch doing great stuff like we mentioned yesterday. And the second is, of course, Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer. Everything else, Cody Drew was fine. I liked the selling at the end from Drew, and I thought the story they told was good. The Usos 2 Bronnies match fell to pieces. Just felt like a match from Monday Night Raw, basically. And the Cena-Lesnar thing was just like, you brought Brock back for that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see necessarily Brock back all the time. And I know, like Andrea said, it's going to lead to other stuff. But it was just a bit like, oh. And it felt like the wrong decision, considering it's one of John Cena's final matches, which we will get to a little bit later on, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. So the booking changes story that we do later on, actually, both of them sound like they would have made the show a lot better.
Absolutely.
So we'll talk about those when we come to it. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty mid-show across the board. And when you are told that this is going to be this WrestleMania-sized thing eventually, or like an equivalent for when they're doing WrestleMania abroad, That's disappointing.
Yeah, I'd say it's one of the worst PLEs of WWE's year.
Since Triple H took over, I think.
Yeah.
One of the most... It's a really underwhelming show. And look, the show was conceived to counter-program, and I don't think it paid off, personally.
No. But let's look ahead to WrestleMania 42, and if you're looking to go, sell your house, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because the ticket price has been announced, and oh good, it's the new TKO pricing strategy. And what was the phrase that I read that immediately made my heart sink? Dynamic pricing.
Yeah, so that means that as soon as demand goes like this, the price goes like this. It's brutal, yeah.
Yes, not the family-friendly prices that we've seen in the past from WWE.
Have you got the numbers there?
I do.
They're insane.
Well, just to give you the range, basically, the ringside floor seats are $9,000. Now, to be fair, I mean, that's outrageous, but that never really affects me because I will never sit on ringside floor seats because I've got a kid and I've got all this stuff. I'd quite like to buy some food this month as well, actually. Yeah. But the opposite end of that scale, normally, you know, we've been going to WrestleMania, granted paid for by work, but we still have to sort it all out and we see these prices. We've been very lucky to go for a few years. But normally we go, imagine if you were sitting there at ringside. Yeah. Imagine, like, we have to sell Michael Hamflet, basically, to get those. But you go, okay, well, let's look at the cheaper ones, let's, right up in the gods. I love the fact that sometimes when we go, people go, why are you sitting up there? It's the only tickets we can afford, guys.
You've seen the price of them, Chief.
And now, upper levels, $854.
Yeah.
That's before fees, by the way.
Yeah, so really...
So probably $1,000.
Over $1,000, yeah. Dynamic pricing as well.
Yeah.
So on the day, they're going to be even higher.
Yeah, adjusting prices based on real-time demand and holding back some tickets to be sold at higher rates closer to the event date.
Yeah, that's the event when they go on sale.
So these are the cheap ones.
Yeah, when they go on sale, they'll be insane. You'll get to like the day of the show and there'll be some available for like $200-300.
Yeah.
It'll be the same as last year because that's how it works these days. These are 2-night prices. So
even so,
slight caveat.
$4,500 each night.
But that's insane. Yeah, that's insane. Like,
have they not got enough money? Like,
it's obscene.
What we're doing? You're getting like $50 million for every Saudi show. $100 million for WrestleMania for 2 nights, obviously, at least going forward. Everything's sponsored.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Why have you got to gouge the fans at the same time? I realise, by the way, yes, it's capitalism. No one ever goes, it's too much money for me, that, actually, if anything.
Yeah.
But what are we going to do?
Yeah.
Gold plate and Cody Rhodes.
I want to meet John Cena for
that.
It's
not Cody's fault.
Yeah. Like, I remember...
I want to have a match for $9,000.
I remember buying tickets to see Metallica in 2007 or 8, and it was like £35, and I was like, ooh, that's a bit... That's quite a lot. That, isn't it? That, like, large-scale live event tickets are obscene now. They're a luxury item that are pricing normal people out. And it's brutal.
I was chatting to the missus the other day. I said, did you see they've announced this, super show? It's System of a Down and Queens of the Stone Age. Queens of the Stone Age, one of my favourite bands ever growing up.
In Tottenham.
And my wife very kindly went, you should go. And I went, no. I haven't got the money.
It's £300 to get in. I
just can't afford anything anymore.
You got a kid and a mortgage. Like,
even if I didn't have a kid or a mortgage, still can't afford it.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So we had the TKO executive the other week going, we're going to put the prices up even more because blah, 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 blah.
We've been too nice, apparently.
Yeah. The thing is, they'll still sell and they will do an insane gate in Vegas.
And everyone will go, yay!
Yeah. This is the thing. Triple H will come out at the start of the show, sniff his own farts, and then go, or Stephanie will come out and do her crazy smile. One of them will go,
Hall of Famer Stephanie.
This is the highest grossing WrestleMania of all time. And 50,000 people will sit there like seals going, I got ripped off.
I'm not saying don't applaud. If it's like, this is the record number of people at a show or at an arena, fair enough. Yay, I'm a part of that. That's cool.
Applauding getting ripped off when you're talking about the prices. It's crazy. The only way...
Imagine that on a train. Congratulations, everybody. This is the highest price we've ever charged for getting a train to London.
Yeah!
Let's go!
I paid £300 to get to London. It only takes 3 hours.
I had to sit in the aisle for the entire...
Hell yeah, brother. But you know what? Isn't it great? Because the company made such a huge profit. And I'm just happy that Lumo's profits are through the roof this year. That's how a lot of people sound when they're like, actually, high ticket prices are good because the company made money.
They're not paying you. They're not paying us.
Would you like to go to these shows? Like, would would you, company defender bootlicker number 59,000? Would you? I honestly prefer to pay $800, or would you prefer to pay $50?
Yeah.
Like, come
and
on.
This is across the board. This is just emblematic. WrestleMania
It's events.
Yeah.
It's events.
They're coming to Newcastle the start of next year, I think it is, or the end of this year. I can't remember. Like
house show.
I've been before. Me, Nicholas, and Hamlet a few years ago went. Had a great time. Every time they're around these parts, I look into it. Hamlet's kids are now into it. That's their Christmas.
Yeah.
They're getting now else. Sorry, boys.
Yeah. That's it. It's like hundreds for a house show in a dog-ass arena across the river. Look,
that's the new name of it, actually, the Dog Ass Arena.
Dog Ass Arena, Dog Ass Head.
Live from the dog.
You choose. You're right.
I'm sorry, I've got really excited by Dog Ass Arena.
You pick and choose what you pay your money on. If this is worth it to you, fair enough. Just go for it. If it's not, make your choice as a consumer and just don't go. Spend your money on DIY and grassroots level things that are not actively trying to fleece you for a living.
Sorry, I have a question, Andy.
Yeah.
So like $9,000 for 2 nights, but like Nap's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Imagine like, I know this is last, but like they haven't exactly set a good reason to be like, here's why the ticket prices have gone up. Yeah. If I'd have paid $4,500 and then the main event I got was John Cena dogging it against Cody Rhodes and Travis Scott taking longer than the sodding Undertaker to get to the ring to ruin a main event that we knew was coming.
But it's good because the company made a profit. So, you know.
What are we doing, guys? Come on.
It's insane. It's insane.
I don't mind. Sponsor everything for me. Yeah. I'm not arsed. Sure. That doesn't affect my experience. But don't rip off people like... as you mentioned when we talked about this before, we've seen, and many a time we sit around like families in the crowd. What's that?
Yeah.
That's what? A family of 4. $4,000.
Yeah.
Before you even get started of travel and accommodation.
I don't even hate them because it's like you made that choice.
Absolutely, fair enough. It's a lovely experience.
Yeah, you've deemed that worthy of your thing, but my goodness, there used to be a time when this was affordable for normal working class people, and that is no longer the case. It's becoming a luxury item as the gap widens in our general society between the haves and the have-nots. This is only going to keep getting worse because they don't care about you, the fan. They care about making the money, and this is an event-wide problem. It's not strictly wrestling. Concert tickets are mental. That's why I choose, as a consumer, to spend the most of my event or live money, whatever, on small grassroots show where I can pay £10 and have a good experience. I don't want to pay £400 to go and watch System of a Down, who I like. Hey, remember when they used to stand for like left-wing politics and like the common man and stuff? Crazy price. Crazy price. You know what isn't a crazy price?
What's that?
NordVPN.
That is very good value, to be fair.
This is the best deal in the business. You want to save 76% off, get 3 months for free? We've just told you how to waste money. Now we're telling you how to save it. The deal is in the description. The gimmick is on the screen. You can check that out. It's a hell of a deal. Best in the business. You know what else is the best in the business?
What?
That's a terrible link because this is not true. Last minute booking changes.
It's real bad.
So there was one last minute change at the very least to WrestlePalooza. This is a report from Body Slam. And I don't know about you, but this sounds better to me. Apparently, on Saturday morning, according to Body Slam, original plans were for John Cena to beat Brock Lesnar. And this was changed at some point along the way. To me, that's a more interesting route because John Cena has a retirement tour. He's on a retirement tour. Why is he getting his ass squashed? Yeah. I don't get it. Surely you want to build up the final match so someone beats him and it means more. I don't know. But there was also another creative pitch that to me sounds better than what we got as well.
Miles better.
Miles better because this creates about 6 months of TV. According to Body Slam, not Wrestle Slam. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre both pitched the idea of Randy Orton. Randy Rhodes is back from the grave, baby. Randy Orton accidentally costing Rhodes the WWE title in that match, which would then have led to Cody chasing again, winning the belt back from Drew, and Randy pulling the trigger and turning heel on Cody Rhodes to trigger the legacy feud that we've been waiting for since Cody came back to WWE. Right, so not only is it a more interesting result coming out of the pay-per-view, it's got a bit of a shock factor. Whoa, Drew beat Cody. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Not only is it a bit of a break from everyone, another continued break from everyone having a 2-year world title reign because it's another couple of months long one for Cody.
Yeah.
On top of that, Not only do you get Cody chasing again, which is often when he's not at his most interest, and that can last 2 or 3 months, but then you also get the Randy Orton heel turn at the end, and you can juice that out. That could be a WrestleMania match, for goodness sake. They could have booked their whole last world title feud all the way to WrestleMania, and instead they gave us a pretty dull main event with a really predictable result, and Brock Lesnar beat John Cena, and everything sucks.
Just checking what year it is.
Yeah, is this Vince McMahon writing the shows again?
I used to dread, not coming into work, this is an awesome job, but every day or every week it felt like we'd be coming in and going, so yeah, Raw was booked 2 minutes before the show started, or the PLE or the pay-per-view was completely changed because Vince went, I like that one.
Yeah.
And that doesn't service the story whatsoever. It's just ridiculous, this. I think there is an argument to be made that Cody had to win, but only because you need the Cody-Seth dynamic for Crown Jewel, but then you could just do something different, I suppose, for that one. I really like the booking of, like, Randy, understandably pissed off with Drew, having gone to defend Cody quite a few times, would be completely justified eventually to be like, I'm going to kick your ass and take your title, because I'm always getting my ass handed to me.
Exactly.
And I was just trying to help you, mate. Right? And Cody could be a bit of a dick to Randy, cost me the title. And then Drew could be just an amazing knobhead of just like, hey, I got your belt.
I got your belt.
And him gloating would be really good fun. And yeah, Brock Cena, when we previewed it last week, we were like, well, Cena wins, obviously. He's got like 3 matches left.
What's going on?
What's Brock going to do? Disappear again? So therefore, it doesn't matter if he wins or loses because you just look at him and you go, oh, probably kick your ass, actually.
Yeah.
And for me, personally, and I think, more generous than most, when Brock came back, I went, okay, do the Cena match at WrestlePalooza. We all know why it's happening, but do that. Do an appearance at the Royal Rumble and do one final match with Gunther at WrestleMania, and that's my limit, really.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's going to be in Survivor. He's going to be in War Games, isn't he? Clearly.
Yeah, he is leading a team. I think I see the Crown Jewel argument, and Seth, I think shove that up your butt. Personally, F that show. It's not important.
No,
it's not important.
I genuinely had to rack my brains to try and remember who won last year.
Get that
Cody
goofy.
and Liv?
Yeah, get that. Liv Morgan had to hold this belt, which was twice the size of her torso. Like it's shove that show.
When's Braun going to defend that Saudi championship that he won?
Maybe he's doing it on the Indies. Maybe he's controlling his narrative.
You have a big tree on it, and it's like, hey.
What about the Undertaker and the Twake Mountain?
Oh, the piss trophy.
Yeah, the frozen shard of piss.
That was class.
It was something else. Look, we probably buried Wrestlepalooza on this show today. I don't think it was a horrible show.
No.
But like these booking decisions would have made it better, in my opinion. Yeah. We've just outlined like 6 months of TV you could get from Drew beating Cody here. And also it would be really beneficial for Drew, who has very quietly been downplayed quite a lot this year. Crap.
Yeah.
It's kind of crap. Papa H, Triple H, Paul... Get it together.
Sort it out,
What's
going on there?
Get your act together, Paul, or I'm coming for you. I'm not. I won't do anything. I'll just sit on YouTube and
moan.
Yeah. Be a grumpy old fart.
I think it's everything we've said fair, to be honest.
Yeah. If you disagree, that's your prerogative.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
I was going to say, if you disagree, I'll kill you. I won't. No. You're allowed to. It's fine.
Have it out in the comments.
You should embrace our differences.
Yeah. But be nice about it. Yeah. Come on.
Unless the difference is being an asshole.
Yeah.
Which I am. You shouldn't be. Because I do.
Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe.
People should just respect WWE for busting their ass, man.
Yeah, and if you want to check out our Wrestlepalooza review, it's available on the What Culture Wrestling podcast, wherever you get your podcast from.
Have we got another story, or have we ran out? I have no idea where we're at. I can't remember.
Bollocks, yeah.
I can't remember.
Sorry, it's my fault.
What's this one?
That's the end of the Raw.
Raw.
It's kind of big. I've jumped the gun here.
Yeah.
So Asuka and Kairi Sane turned on Io Sky to close out Raw this week. Really fun main event between Rhea and Asuka. Rhea wins after Kairi Sane is quite hesitant about kicking her ass, despite the fact that Asuka's like, Kairi, kick her ass! But in the end, Rhea Ripley gets the win, turns around, and then gets turned into Smurfette as a result of being misted by Asuka. The beatdown happens. Io Sky runs out. Divided loyalties, obviously. Good friends with the Kabuki Warriors, but also has developed a relationship with Rhea Ripley through in-ring competition. And she's like, please stop kicking Rhea Ripley's ass. And Asuka's like, all right. I'll kick your ass instead. And they beat her down. Kyrie again hesitant, but then's like, no, sod this. I'm beating her up as well.
Yeah.
They betrayed Io Sky, attacked her, and this sets up a mouth-watering tag match, in my opinion. Asuka and Kyrie Sane versus Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, or as I'm calling them, Rio. You've been murked. That's right. It's a 2006 World Cup wind-up reference. 2006, 2002.
Something like that. The one where they get David James is really funny.
Yeah.
Poor David James.
But yeah, awesome ending to Raw.
Yeah, it was actually a really good angle, and it's been a good story, and it's been built to really well. It shows you that these things can still happen, even when Brock Lesnar squashing John Cena inexplicably on a retirement tour.
It's baffling, isn't it? That one night they can do something like that, and then you're like, who's doing the good stuff over here?
Yeah, this is the work. This is the work. They've been doing it over the course of several weeks with these backstage segments. I think that Asuka has really slipped into a nice role as a total asshole. I
think she's one of the best things in WWE
she
right
is.
now.
I just love the way she shouts Kyrie. Like her inflection.
Kyrie sold it last night that she'd been hit with a chair.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
I've been concussed by this somehow. Yeah, it's really good. And the match will bang. It'll be awesome. You could also do some singles matches coming out of it. Just good booking. So it's like, it's right here. This is how you do it. This is how you did it for most of 2022 and 2023.
Do this.
Right there, man. It's right there, brother.
Just keep doing this.
Wrestlepalooza. Get rid of that. Last night's Raw, a lot better show.
Yeah.
A lot better show. And it was about the same length.
Yeah.
So there you go.
How about just try? It always baffles me when they've got this parade of like legendary wrestling names and wrestling minds.
Yeah.
And then they do stuff and you're like, did no one put their hand up and say, that sounds like a dumb idea?
Yeah, exactly. What is this? What is this? Thank you for joining us today. We've been grumping and mumping.
Sorry, yeah. Raw review later for more of the same.
Do you want to see something a bit more positive?
Yeah, go on.
Here's a video about MJF. And
it's good stuff. I watched this yesterday.
Especially his incredible match with Mystico, which you need to see. It's really good. If you're a bit bored with the American wrestling, try something different.
Yeah.
Explore. Why not? Bye.
Bye.